money in the bank.
Rates are good. Pretty exciting.
You know why? Why?
Free money. You understand what I'm saying?
Hey, welcome back to the program. Thanks for staying with us. This is your Real Estate Chalk Talk, coming to you from the legendary Rack Shack Barbecue Studio in Eagan, Minnesota. HittnerGroup.com, Hittner Group, all one word. HittnerGroup.com, 612-627-8000, 612-627-8000. Kelvin's got some good news on rates. Kelvin, what do you got?
Well, I have good news on rates that you're getting on your savings account.
Oh, good.
At the bank.
Oh, up to 1% now?
Almost.
Almost.
No, they're both
Almost. 1 point.
Well, you can get into the high ones, so like
High
3.
ones.
High
They're almost
yield.
3.
Not
High-
where I'm at.
High yield.
Not where I'm at.
You got to get you a Marcus account.
Well,
Throw
I don't
some
have
cash
that.
in there. Better than the stock market because that's up like 10%
Yeah, that's not
over
good now.
over the last month, but
recovering.
still down 20.
Yeah.
So you get an increase there, and you also have an increase in your mortgage rates. So that is not positive. But the Fed, as we talked about last week, would announce this week what they're going to do. And as anticipated, they raised the Fed funds rate, which is the rate at which the Federal Reserve lends to institutions, their overnight rate. And they increased that another 75 basis points. The market reacted poorly to that in our world. Typically, it's opposite. Like they raise it, we kind of actually get a little bit better. But there's just a lot of different factors that are going into mortgage
Is this
rates
the
right
fourth increase now?
Yep, and then there'll be one more in December. Another half.
At
Another
what
half,
point?
they
At
say,
what
right?
point do they come to the realization that it isn't working?
Once we're well into a recession, first part of next year.
Oh,
I mean
super.
that's what everyone anticipates. It's almost like not comical because it's really impacting, but it's kind of like, yep, here we'll do this. Then we'll
Yeah,
do
let's
this,
just keep doing the same
and
thing.
then they'll set up,
definition
and
of
then they'll start
insanity.
to peel it back,
Yeah.
right? And saying, hey, the Fed's really coming back. We're going to lower things down again, get the economy rolling again. Barry Habib is the kind of the soothsayer in our industry, and he did this great thing. And if anybody wants to see it or hear it, call me and go through it. But he just did a really good job of just laying out what it looks like. And the consensus is that next year we'll see rates come back down, that we'll be in good shape again. But we just have to kind of get through this period of time. But there are good things going on as well in terms of buying homes. There's more homes on the market. You're actually able to negotiate back in some closing costs, some things to help buy the rates down. We're using a 2-1 buy down a lot right now, which is basically you start 2% under where the market rate is. So let's say rates are at 7.5. We're going to be at 5.5 for the first year, 6.5, and then 7.5. The seller and the buyer can participate in paying that cost. So we're seeing some of that happen. One thing we will offer is that we're doing right now is just a 1-0 buy down. So taking 1% off that first year. So if you call me at 651-231-2500 and say, hey, I heard you on either on Facebook or on the radio and talking about this 1-0 buy down, where I can save a point the first year, then we'll do it and we'll cover the cost for it ourselves.
That's a good offer.
So that's a good way just to get in. 1% off. So if it's at 7.5, which at 30-year fixed rates are running in that mid 7s right now.
How about your arms?
Not that. Well, we have one really good arm, and I quoted that yesterday, and we were high. Depends on some things. So say high 5s to low 6s.
Okay.
So not bad for a 5-year.
5 year. Is there a 3-year that would be better, maybe?
Nope.
With a
Nope.
shorter term, I thought maybe it'd be a little bit
No,
better.
so that was the best. That's the best, and so that's a really aggressive arm product that we have. So we can, but boy, you got to be really specific. You got to fit in that box, because all these companies, say, oh, we got this. Well, yeah, but boy, you got to be, kind of like first-time home buyers.
Right.
You can be, but you have to.
A lot of overlays on there to make it work.
To make it all work. So that's going on. And then we're just anticipating that we're going to be in this market for a little bit. We're locking people right away. We're doing everything we can to make that payment palatable. And there's ways we can do it. So the sky isn't falling. Things are okay. People are getting better deals maybe on homes. Inspections are back. So there's a lot of good yet in our industry, and we're going to have we anticipate having a good winter and just kind of running into the new year strong. So
Closing costs, right?
Yeah.
Closing costs are
a thing. Getting sellers to kick
Yep.
in on some closing
Yep.
costs. FHA transactions, those are.
we were at 50% in the branch last month for govies. So all the people that got kind of passed over that last 2-3 years, man,
Yeah.
they're at the forefront, and they're good, people. They're good buyers, and people are accepting the offers. And guess what? The loans close,
Yeah.
right? They close just like that conventional did,
Right.
that you guys all kicked to the curb. The last
I'm
2
crossing my
years.
fingers. I just got an FHA purchase agreement on a listing I've been trying
You're
to
all
sell
good.
for 40 days. The ones that have some hair on them that we could sell real easy over the last couple of
Yeah,
years,
we're gonna.
they're taking some time,
Yeah.
especially as you kind of get your sellers on board with pricing and how that's changed. And
Can we go back to the first segment,
Sure.
Keith? Where in the first segment we talked about pricing strategy, and you were talking as we ended the first segment that you had a conversation with a client 6 months ago,
yeah.
and then 6 months later we have that same conversation. Talk through how
Yes.
you're doing that,
So
how
what is
you're
it,
pricing.
November now, so that would have been probably in May about
Okay,
that we first.
so you have a different
Yeah,
market,
it was
and
May.
you have a different
Oh, yeah.
market,
Yeah,
right?
different.
I mean,
So it's at the
two-
kind
you
of
know what I
tail
mean?
end of the spring market,
Mm-hmm.
and then at the beginning of kind of our slower time of the year.
Mhm.
So just from that standpoint, you have two different markets, and there's
Right.
pricing strategies within those already.
Yep.
On top of that, everything's
layer in.
layer in 7.5% interest rates. The move-up market kind of being shot down a little bit, and that's this type of house too.
Mhm.
It's a $725,000 house.
Mhm.
So the conversation initially was the super aggressive price for the home would be, X amount of dollars. We were actually going to list the house back in May if things had worked out about $25,000 higher. So we discussed the pricing at that point.
Okay.
We're not doing really anything different, at least in my case. I don't do anything different from just kind of explaining the market and how everything's going, the comp properties and how we look at those versus versus your home, and how we analyze the what you're seeing on the consumer websites and what that data means, and really going through all those pieces, because consumers have access to Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com, and all those things. So I address those always. I don't hope they don't bring it up or something in my
Right.
appointment.
Yeah.
Because I don't have any problem with those tools. I think they're fantastic. They're great for consumers to see.
Okay.
But you have to provide some color around
Right.
those
Yep.
and know how to do that with people. So
Mhm.
really looking at that. And then the existing market. So things have changed quite a bit. So we talk about showing traffic then. We have access to tools that show us showing traffic in given areas and how that's changed, which it has. So we looked at, here's how showing traffic was in May in the Minnetonka School District of Eden Prairie, and then here's how showing traffic is today in the Minnetonka area of Eden Prairie, and then Eden Prairie as a whole, Minnetonka as a whole, and Chanhassen as a whole, because those are all the areas surrounding.
Okay.
And then really helping them to dial in what's their comfort level, how aggressive do you want to be.
Right.
If we want to be super aggressive, it can be this price. I don't recommend pushing on the price at all at this point. That was a last year thing. That was a year before thing, which we were. We were pushing on value.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, it's the other way.
And that was the suggestion. So now, I've always been a proponent of, here's what the data says, let's list it for this. And then there's going to be a range in which it sells. It could be higher in some markets. It could be lower in others. We're kind of in that it could be lower in others time period.
Yep.
So that's how we go
Or
through
you're going
it.
to take some concessions, some
Yeah, or
closing
take
cost
some
money
concessions or kick in on the deal, or you have to be comfortable with this range, but we're going to start here because it's still appropriate to be on this price. We just don't want to be inappropriate in pricing because
Really
everybody
good.
will see it. They
Yeah.
won't come. They're not going to waste their time.
Right.
Um,
Is there anything you guys do differently right now from a marketing of the property, given the market is different, or is it you've always done the same
The
thing?
only thing I would say is like I'm holding up a lot more open houses.
Okay.
We didn't hold open houses for years because the velocity of the market was so fast. You just didn't have time.
Okay.
Now we're holding open houses because it gives the buyer who is maybe not fully engaged but still looking, because they are when they look. It gives them an opportunity to come in and look at a house and check out a house, and you may find a buyer who didn't know that they were a buyer because they fell in love with the property or were just checking around. And it's just another avenue that you can use to make that property aware to the public who may not otherwise be looking around. So it's that kind of thing.
Okay.
Otherwise, I never stopped marketing properties anyhow. We
Right.
we market properties. Our job is to make it the public aware of the property.
What's your we have a minute left. What's your anticipation here as we go into, November, December, holidays a little bit, going into spring? What are you anticipating in terms of the real estate market as a whole in the Twin Cities?
I think we're going to have a normal seasonal slowdown, and then I think that the interest rates, when we see a spike in interest rates, we see a slowdown, and then things kind of settle in.
Yep.
And if we could get this market, the mortgage market, to settle in somewhere, I think that we'll see more people taking advantage of maybe softening on the seller side, and those buyers, like we talked about, the FHA buyers, the folks that got missed out in the last couple of years, they're going to be out there looking, and we're going to be helping them. So I think it's going to be a fun winter to work through.
Yeah,
so
I do too.
Give us a call. First of all, give Calvin a call at 651-231-2500 and get yourself pre-approved. And then he's going to either send them to us, or you can give us a call at 612-627-8000, or as always, log on to our website, Hittner